Got to be doing see the saying I don't it's a was Hello? Hello?
Good morning, Gaurav. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Yeah, hi Nirsa. Hi everybody. Um, I think most of us are joining. Mm, yeah, you can start opening the project in VS Code. Until then, maybe you can pull the project if you haven't in your local PC. So if most of us can work together today, then it will be easy for me to actually clarify your issues as well, because today we want to complete the setup for all the components that are required, and then we will fill those components with features. So that's why, if possible, work together with me today. So until then, you can open the current project in our VS Code, in the VS Code. Yeah, you can ask me if you have any issue. Let me wait for few 2 or 3 minutes, and then we'll start this session.
While we wait, can I share my screen? I have a question to ask.
Yeah, sure, please.
Okay, 1 second. It's where was it? It's in not there. Here. So I put this in here and that got the error to go away, but that's how you have it to where without the question mark, and I don't know how to get rid of this. It says it's
Um,
possibly undefined.
yeah. What happened if you put question mark there?
The error
If
goes away, but when you like run the server, it doesn't show you product, it shows you this div that says anything. Here, I'll show you. New terminal. So it shows anything. It doesn't. So yeah, it kind of glitches. That's new. That wasn't there before.
oh, okay.
You see how like
Yeah. Initially, it is showing products, and then
yeah, it's like you
in.
see how it's like glitching. I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
But the way you have it, I was watching the lecture. You have it without this question mark, but I get this error.
Oh no, I should also write question mark there, because initially there may not be products, so that's why we need to write question mark. Or
So there should be a, but then how would we get it to print what we had before?
yeah, maybe there may be, let me see. Can you just go to VS Code? Yeah. Mm,
Gorak and Alan. I think Gorak, you try to make the same kind of uh, you know uh, the result, but it's supposed to be opposite. First loading and then the result. So I think there is something like you need to make correction with the connections there. Because first it's supposed to be loading he wrote anything there, we had loading there. So first it's supposed to be loading, and then and then the list, right? But it's coming opposite. We also had the same kind of problem before. Gorak, you were trying to make the same result, was loading and then the product lists.
So you
Yeah,
put this div up here and then put this div down here.
or you can
I
just try for now, revert it. You can just remove that exclamation before is fetching. But we will eventually fix this because we need to show products. Yeah, I just remember we did previously, right? The same
Okay, so
thing.
now it shows it, but it still has. So if I add the question mark back here,
Mhm.
okay, it works.
Yeah, just see what is the value of is facing there. Is it always, yeah, initially it should be false actually, and
I think should I
then
like
actually
console
initially it
log
should
it?
be true, yeah, initially it should be true and later it should be false. Yeah, you can console log before return statement and see what is there, what is coming there. Yeah,
What is a type of, right?
no, you can just write is fetching
Oh, okay.
to see. See, it is it going in that loop always?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So this is because of, this may be because of that state updating. And just
Uh-huh.
track where this is updating. It should be updating by set is fetching function.
Set is
See where
fetching.
this, yeah.
That
We,
is not here.
and I think we used
Right
callback
here.
the,
Oh no, that's set fetching. I know I have is fetching. I don't remember. Is it in card contacts?
yeah, sometimes you can just globally search, right, in your VS Code. If you type command shift F, there is a
Command
search.
Shift F.
Yeah, there is a global search. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
instead of
So what was it? Set is
it's
fetching.
right.
it's in use products.ts.
Oh, use products. Okay. How do I get rid of it? Okay, right here. Uh, where use products? Um.
Product context folder.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there is use product.ts.
Okay, right here is fetching.
But are you updating from this one from anywhere?
I don't believe so.
Because it is sometimes becoming false, sometimes becoming true, right?
Yeah. Oh, maybe I have set fetching instead of is fetching somewhere
Oh yeah. Set
where it
fetching.
shouldn't be.
That is the different name. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can see. I think that is there somewhere.
It's not going to be in here, I don't think.
Maybe inside use products. Just go
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, right here, set fetching.
Mm, yeah.
So should
And
I
just
change
see
this
see
is
the
fetching?
final code. What we did there. Can you see the final one and just compare to our final code?
In this is not the cloned one. I created this separately.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. You can just compare. You can just go to the code
Yeah,
in
okay.
GitHub.
Let me do that.
Yeah, maybe you'll find some hint there.
Style where was use products.
Yeah, actually, this is supposed to be we need to solve this problem. We still haven't done it.
Oh, we haven't.
It's yeah, it's in to do activities.
Oh, okay. Then we'll do that.
use products. Oh, that's not use products. Context, product context.
Yeah, for now, just go and see, compare the code. If it is all not solved, then we'll do that.
Yeah, we don't have set is fetching to, yeah.
But here you can see use callback is used. Just try to use that. It will remove that infinite loop.
Okay.
We have used use callback here. You can just try using use callback on your code as well to remove that.
I'll just copy this section. Okay, now what is? Oh, that's why I had set. Yeah, I had set fetching instead of set is fetching. Okay. So this one should be is fetching. No, I don't think I have a set is fetching.
No, you
What did
have
I
set
toggle
fetching
for?
only. You can just remove that is from there.
Cannot find name. Use callback.
Yeah, it is not important. You can just
Yeah.
remove that use callback and write it once again. Just write this use callback. Only use callback word. Yeah, it will show you the suggestion to import.
Okay, so now products has an error. So fetch products does not exist on type fetch products. What did I have back there? Use products.
Yeah, you have. Can you hover over there once again? Fetch
Yeah.
products. Yeah, it's there actually. Yeah, just compare. I think you will find there.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
It's maybe missing. Yeah, just see, and maybe we'll talk together if it is not
Okay.
found. Right?
Yeah, I'm gonna look, and then if it's still not working, I'll ask.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. We will still come back with context and do more things there because features are not added. We are just setting up context. We haven't used it at all as well. So those issues will be fixed later as well. So for now, we just want to do set up the components. The component setup doesn't have to do anything with context right now. So we will right now not use the features from context, but after this is completed, we are going to context once again. All right, everyone. So just start your VS Code. I mean your project inside this React TypeScript. If possible, try to do it together with me. If you don't have your project in your local PC, clone it. Go to this folder React TypeScript and install the dependencies and run this project, and then we can work together. Okay, so yeah, let's start together. If you need some time or if you have some issue, then just let me know. Otherwise, we are going to start it. All right, give me a few seconds. Let me connect to microphone and then we'll start. Okay then, let's continue from here. Can you hear me, guys? Is it clear? Is my voice clear?
Yes.
Yes. So let me open this. This somewhere on the right. Let me go with the guest mode. So that it will be easy. Put this window somewhere here and on the right. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do first is see if we can fix something. Okay, we have this one. Did anybody try to do this one on your one? We have one issue there, right? We have to do. I think VS Code have one extension called to do, which will highlight me to do. It's just to actually highlight some to dos in our code. Actually, I used to use that previously, so let me see if I can find. Okay, it is installed. How to use it? To write this word to do, I think. Yeah, and VS Code will highlight. Let me see if I can get some to do. It's not highlighting here. Maybe it's not working. Okay, that's fine. So what we will do is see if we can fix some of the remaining portion there. You can always send me your fix. Okay. So let me go to the final repository that we have, github.com, this one. So in our main yesterday, we merged it. So I showed you how to actually merge this from different brands, right? So let me once again do that, because I'm feeling that you are not able to send a full request once you have your fix as well. So that is not that much difficult. Let's try to fix this one, actually, the base URL. What happened is, let's go with the problem first. The problem we have is we need to write something like this to import something, okay? Because currently, where are we? We are here in the style folder. Where do you want to go? We want to go in this another style folder where we have style component. That another style folder is right here. We want to go from here to here. So right here, we want to access this file from this file. This file is inside components folder, inside products folder, and inside product folder. It is inside 3 folders actually. So what are our conventional way of doing it? We need to first get out from there, right? We are here currently in this folder. We need to go back. We are going back with this 2 dot here. Now we are inside products with those 2 dot, first 2 dot, and we are once again writing these 2 dots. Now we are inside components, right? We are inside components. Again we are writing 2 dots. We are outside of component. Now we are inside source. So from source I can directly go into style, right? That's why I'm writing style here. Okay, and from inside style I am accessing this style components. This is called relative relative URL, actually the relative way of migrating into or accessing one file from another file. Okay, you can call it relative path, relative URL, or it is relative to one another, each other. So what do you mean by relative? Means if you just for example, if you just create one more folder here, like style folder, and if you put this into this style folder, then here you can see update imports for style.ts. Let me click on yes. Okay, can you see now 2 more dots are added? So this this was not there. We have previously 1, 2, and 3. Now another one is added because we are going into once again inside this folder. That's why we need to actually properly reference to this file. VS Code was helping you. It is actually asking you to auto update that import, but looks like it is difficult to track, right? Where are we going from here actually? What is this all the dots about? Actually, we want to remove this. We just want to write style slash style components. It means style folder. It all starts from src always, src. And inside src, do we have a style folder? Yes, we have. And then we want to go inside style component here. Then it will not change. It is absolute now. So it is called absolute URL, or you can say absolute path as well. So how can we fix that? That was pending, right? Let's do it. So let me move this back once again, and remove this from here. Just let's try to fix this. Or sometimes if you have done something and you don't want to actually apply to your code, you are testing something, simply go here and discard your changes. It will remove everything you did. Okay, so did anybody try solving this one? Actually, we have to do something here. I commented this one previously. It was not working, right? Let me go to React TypeScript. Yeah, if you try to debug something, then it will boost your learning, I think. You'll learn many things while you are debugging something. So that's why I try to fix some issues that we have, pending issues. Yeah, and then you can just ask me, or you can just share your experience as well. I fixed this in this way so that it will be some kind of motivation to others as well. So let's start the
Yeah,
server. Yeah.
I tried it once, like yeah, and it worked for me. Like I removed the paths and only used the base URL, and it worked for me.
Oh, okay. And now it is working.
Yeah,
So it means you can. So yeah, can you just guide me as well so that I can
yeah.
follow what you did and then make
So
it
like
workable?
yeah, I just looked it in one blog in Medium.in, and yeah. So what they like said was like, I on comment the line number 4.
Okay. Uncomment this one. Okay.
Yeah, and like it worked like by using, and it worked for me. Like the first line will be with dot, and then like it worked. I don't have to give like specific paths, so that like I don't give like a specific path, and it worked for me.
It worked
That's
for
the
you.
easy fix for me.
It is the same project, right? Yeah, be
Yeah,
it project, React
yeah,
TypeScript.
but I have to do it in my local setup, so I have different repos. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. So it means you didn't do anything in here, right? You
yeah,
just have this base URL dot and
yes,
it worked.
yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah. So if possible, so that's why it will be easy for me as well. If you send a PR as well, or currently you are giving instruction, maybe if it is fixed, then it will be easy for me. It will save time as well as easy for others as well. So let me just check it in here. If it is working, then we'll make it fixed and complete this to do. Then move to another one. Let's see. So I'll go here. Oh, it's working. No, this is the previous path. Actually, we need to remove this, right? Main goal is to remove this. So I'm gonna remove this one, and now it's showing like it is not found. Cannot
Can I
find
give
this
like
one.
dot slash in
Would you
front of style?
just slash right
Yeah.
here?
Okay, it's not working. Like it's worked. It worked for me. Like after putting dot slash, it worked for me. So
Okay. Actually, eventually we will remove everything like dot slash, but But in Vite, actually, this is a little problem in Vite actually. In Create React app, this thing is really easy. So in Vite, we need to set up some alias to make it workable. Actually, we will not write this slash anymore, dot slash. If you want to write, then we'll write something here, like you'll see sometimes such kind of sign is used, like sometimes this sign is used to just, it is better to write this at the rate because it will help you to understand whether it is node modules or your one path. Because if you remember, we previously imported our node modules. Let me go to context here. Can you see? This is the same way of writing. We are not writing dot slash, or we are not writing at the red slash. We are just writing the name here. Here as well, we just want to write the name. So we want to differentiate whether this what we are writing here is node modules. You understand what I mean by node modules? It is coming from here. So when I go here, the React is coming from node modules right here. We have React somewhere. Uh, Here it is coming from here. So whether you want to get that from node modules or whether you want to get that from your one path, that we need to differentiate. That's why it is better to have like such kind of convention like at the rate and slash. It means if you have this syntax, then you are getting from your one path. If you have this syntax without that at the rate and slash, then you are just getting it from node modules. So we'll always write at the rate slash, then at the rate slash will reference to src. We need to map it. So we need to map it. Sometimes in the project, you will see only this kind of convention is used. So let's see how can we fix this if possible. Actually, this is slight. The Vite has not actually make it more appropriate, I think. So because we are using Vite setup, we need to do something more there. It is easy in Create React app. So what we can do now is uh, we can once again sort, right? We'll quickly try to fix it. Last time I didn't go in that installing any third-party live setup or library, or you can call it a module, which will fix this for us. So fix absolute path in Vite. Let's see, and let's go here. Yeah, this is the problem, right? We have this problem. So what is happening is we have this base URL in the compiler option. And I think Avi, right? Avi Bandari, it worked on yours.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just check
Like,
once.
can you
Yeah.
like remove that import and like re-import it again? Maybe think that might work. It's working on me. I like
Yes.
pasted it again.
The same import, right?
Yeah.
This import is working on your.
Yeah.
Maybe we can reload for that, maybe. And yeah, I'll do that as well. We'll just reload everything here. Reloading means it will once again try to refresh everything. So yeah, just send me your code if possible.
Yeah.
You can
I'll send
send.
the resource. Okay.
Yeah, you can actually send your code because it will help. You can publish it to somewhere because you have it in different repo, right? You can
Yeah.
still publish it to GitHub.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
want to make it private, then just add me there. So
Okay.
I'll look
Sure.
at yours, and yeah, tomorrow maybe I'll compare yours and
Okay.
mine. So
Sure.
I'll see. So yeah, we can sometimes find many alternatives. If many of you can join together with me, then my solution will not always be best. Maybe your solution is the best one. That's why I'm asking you to participate here. So let me just find the solution for now, and then we'll compare as well if you have your solution as well. So what we need to do is we need to actually install some third-party support to set up our path. So third-party support means you can see here import path from path. Where is this? We don't have it, right? In our node modules, we don't have any package called path here. Let me go back all the way down. It will be somewhere here. It should be somewhere here. Yeah, it is here because this setup, and let me see if I can actually remove everything and install dependencies once again, because it is there, because I just tested it if it works or not. That's why it is there. So, and I tested it with this reference. So let's see, if we remove this node underscore modules, we can once again generate it anytime, right? We need to go here and just type yarn to generate that node modules. And if you go inside node modules once again, and here we don't have that path, right? Now we don't have that path library. So what we can do is, let me see what happened here. Let me discard. I'll not save it right now. So let's install this. This is path. Actually, you can just go to npm.js or pkg. Just see if it exists or not. Path, and this one. Oh, it is really old one actually. Updated probably 7 years ago. Not good to use such kind of a library actually. Just see about the background as well. Okay, if it is too old, then better to ignore it at first. But for now, since Vt is actually require this one, these answers are um, recently answered, so that's why I'm just going with this one. But better if we can find other alternative. Okay, so let's install this package. And this path, I just want to make it dev dependencies because it is just required in development. I think there is no TypeScript support as well, right? So yeah, we installed that path. So now what we need to do once again is now I'll follow this answer. We'll try to quickly fix this one for now. Maybe, yeah. So we will try to use this alias for now. You can see, so it should be in vit.config.ts, and we should also modify another file that is tsconfig. So in tsconfig, we just want to write base URL, and there we'll also write alias as well. So something like this. So in tsconfig, we will activate this one, and right here, write @ and / right here. And this is done in tsconfig. Now we will go to vit config here, and we just want to write, we have installed this path. We just want to use that one from somewhere. Maybe this one, this will work, I think. Yeah, let me just use this one. So now we don't have this path and resolve here because we haven't imported it. Maybe path resolve is inside path, we can directly destructure it. So import resolve from, okay, and this is not working because for this to work, we can just search for the problem as well. For this to work in React, actually with TypeScript, you need to do one thing, that is install this package, the types node. Yeah, this is a nice blog here as well related to the particular issue. Maybe you can go sometimes here, read about the issue. So this is about these types which are not installed. You see, and add, and we will make it dev dependency because these are also only for development. Okay, now it should go away. Yeah, it's now there is now no error. Now let's see. And we have our this URL here and path here. Let's see if we can resolve it once again. Let me start the server, and so it is not crashing, and I need to go to style now. So where is the import? There is no import. We need to import it. So we need to write that alias now and forward slash. Now it should work. Okay, let's save it now. We're not seeing any issue. Means let me open this one in our URL here, and it is working. So now we have our absolute path, which is starting with @forward slash. @forward slash will always reference to this src folder. So because we have said here in our ts config that @forward slash and everything there starts from this src folder. Okay, so now whenever we want to import components, then from src, whenever we want to import anything from src, we'll write @forward slash and write the folder name and the path. And whenever we want to import anything from our node modules, then we'll directly write the name here. So now this has a clear distinction. We are using something from node modules or our one set of src folder. Okay, for now you can just use this way, but just try another way as well. Just try to fix with just by using this. You don't have to use dot slash here or dot slash here. Either you remove everything or just write alias like this. Okay, just try removing everything from here, and try if you can just remove this alias and if you can make it workable. Okay, for now we want to use it with our alias setup. Okay everyone, so let's summarize what we did. We actually installed one package which is called path. So first start from there. Just go to your terminal and do yarn add path -d. Install that package in dev dependency. You can see here we installed it here. This is the first part, and we want to install another package that is @types/node. Once again install write yarn add and @types/node and space -d to install it in dev dependencies. We have installed two packages. That's completed. Now we need to go inside tsconfig.json, and there you need to actually write this two JSON properties. First one is base URL, and the another one is the paths. And we are writing this syntax to actually set up our alias and to reference the folder. This is the second part. And then the third part is you need to go inside vitconfig.ts as well. And there you need to first import result from that path package that you just installed. And then you need to write this property inside define config. And this is actually the configuration for Vite. We are letting Vite aware of our setup, that we have this alias in our setup. Just use that alias. Okay, do not throw error if we are trying to import something with @forward slash. That's why we are setting this alias here. Okay, using these three steps, you can just solve this problem. All right, let me just commit. So once again, I just want to create PR. First, you will create a new branch. I already have a branch here. So the second step, what I'll do is I will push this. So I need to do git add all, git commit m, text URL fixed, and then git push. So if you cannot push directly at the first time when you just create your branch, it will give you another syntax or command code right there. Once you hit git push, then you can just type that command. Okay, we did that yesterday. So I have pushed it to GitHub. Now I'll go to GitHub. Hit here. Let me see if I can get from somewhere. Maybe I need to, okay. Yeah, so here I'll see recent changes as actually this particular branch has recent changes, and now I'll compare and create a pull request. So I'll create a pull request from here. It will check if it can merge into the main or not. It says this branch has no conflicts. So you need to do until here. So once you have your pull request, I'll go here and see what are the pull requests created. So I'll open that pull request and then merge this pull request to the main branch. Now this feature is available in our main branch here. Okay, so you can see what are the changes made here. Like we installed these two packages. We actually wrote this two line in our ts config, and this resolve in our read config, and then finally import our component with this format. Okay, is everything fine, everyone? Do you have any question in mind?
Gorak, what was the second path you had?
Which one? This one? Second means, or this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, currently you can go to GitHub as well. Maybe it will be easy to copy this part and this part from there. Okay. And I want you to try, everyone to try yourself once as well to fix this absolute URL.
Gorak, you said it was git path -b, right? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
to install
can
the
you
package. I mean, yarn path, right?
Yeah, to install the package, you need to type in your terminal. Yeah, yarn add. We always write add word to install packages here with yarn, and the name of the package path. So to install any package, we'll write this command. So now if you want to make some packages, your developer dependencies, then we'll write -d at the end. Okay, this is the final command you need to type and hit enter. Okay, any more question?
And the second one also, Gaurav.
Second one means which one?
The second
Uh,
package you download. I
Oh,
install.
yeah. The second package is actually at the rate that is regarding types of node. That's why we'll write at the rate types and node, and then -d. This is the second one. Right? We install these two packages. And once this is completed, you need to go inside tsconfig here. And if you have commented it, uncomment it, or if you don't have these two properties, one is the base URL property, another one is the paths property. You need to write it there. Okay. And once you complete this to here as well, then go to Vite, and there as well you need to set up alias. Do you want some time? Are you working here, guys?
Yeah. Can we switch
Okay.
over to the read tab, Gorak, if you don't mind?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Read.config.
Maybe I can put this here, and this Vite is here now. So in our Vite, we just want to actually write this line and this import. So this is what you need to do in your tsconfig.json. This is in your read.
I'm having an error on line number 9. It says
Yeah,
cannot find name underscore dir on name.
this one, right? These are double underscore actually, not a single one. These are double underscore, 2 underscores there. Okay, is it fixed?
Yes.
Hey Gorak, and you also move the file from components to style somewhere. I don't know where did you move it. Can you show it?
No, we'll not move that. That was just for demonstration. I put that
okay.
back there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got it. Thank you.
Okay, so is it working? How many of you are working together with me today, guys? I think, yeah, Samyak is working here. Pius, yeah, Ashish as well. Great. And there are 2 Ashish, I think. Okay, yeah, Ellen as well. Ravi-san, yeah, Ramji. It's good to actually see most of us are participating today. Yeah. That will help me to actually ask you something. If it is working on yours, are you doing it? Yeah. Because sometimes unexpected situations arises. That's why if you are doing together, then you can ask me the questions at that time. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Can we move ahead? Or do you want me to wait for a few more moments? Ravisa, is it working on your case?
Yes, it is.
Oh, great. Alan, is it working?
Yeah, it's working.
Okay. All right then. Yeah, and I think Assis as well. Assis, is this working? Assis Sapkota and another Assis here.
Yes. Yes, it's working.
All right, great. So let's finally go to our components here. So, oh, another one here. Did you see what was the issue, guys? For this one, background image was not working, right? Here we need background image. Instead, we are seeing this color. Why are we seeing that color there? This is regarding our image, because we have background color. Maybe if I remove this one, or completely remove this one, and we just want this background image here, actually. So let's see. Here we have height and background image. Oh, not working now. We don't have any such. So we have that height, actually we have that div element here, but it is not having that background light. So we are trying to use this image. This image is having that URL as well. Oh, and that image is not available. Maybe we need to write image URL here, right? Currently we need to have that image somewhere here, but it is not available. First, let's try by writing the real URL, and then we'll go and store in our local folder. So let's go to this image once again. Let me just copy the URL of the image. So since we are doing this for only for learning something, that's why it won't matter. if we can use any image. So let's see. Now we have one image here. If I save it now, see, it is working. Yesterday our image path was not working, so that is because of that local image is not available, right? Was not available. Now you can just increase the height here. We only have this 100 pixel. So can you know some CSS which can fit this within the current view that we have here? Fit this image. Maybe let me increase the height for now. Maybe make this 500 pixel. We have this image, which is the height of this image is it overflows here actually. What is this? The red part is it container? This one that we have here. So image is going outside actually. So the height of the container that we have here is, do we have static height there in our container? Yeah, we need to remove that. Otherwise it cannot actually go beyond that static height. Now it will expand. So this way we can just have that image there. Yeah, you can make this better as well. Maybe just fit it within the current height. Okay. So let me go once again to our, let me search for just a second, final one that we are building. That is TypeScript card actually. So this one. So we want to actually build this product here, right? So that's why we are writing some CSS there. So what I will do is I'll get some CSS. I think you are now comfortable writing CSS, right? Do you have some confusion how to apply CSS to existing React component with the style component? Do anybody have any confusion? I can quickly revise that part if you ask me. Yeah, let me do it anyway. So we will first write some components here with the help of style component. Style is coming from style component actually here, right? Style component is our one folder actually, one file. So with the help of this style component, we are creating some components here. See how many components do we have? One is the image component. This is style component, okay, not our regular CS React component. We have image component. We have like shipping component, title component, price, value, buy button. We have many components here, container components. So once we create those components, we'll export it as well. So we are exporting each and every components from here. And then we will import those components here. See, we are importing it from style. Now you can write style in another way as well if you prefer, but this is just side by side located right here, located here. That's why we are once again using relative URL. What we need to do to use absolute URL there, we need to actually consider all the folders there. We need to go from src components, products, product, and style. We need to go and find that style as well. So sometimes if your file is located right there together in the same folder, you can use relative path as well. But if you want to use the areas that we set up previously, see how this VS Code is actually helping you. Forward slash, now we need to go inside components, forward slash, we need to go inside products, forward slash inside product, and forward slash, now we want to go inside style. We are actually getting these things from this location. Then it will also work. So we will get these components that we created, CSS components, you can say, or style components, and we'll apply it here. right? Instead of writing div or h1 or p, we will create respective components. Like for button, we created button components, right? If you go here and see, we can write button here as well to create button components. So we'll apply here. All right. Anything here you want to ask me regarding style components with regarding writing CSS with style components? Okay, so now I think you can apply it, right? So this is the matter of CSS only. Let's see what are the CSS that I need. I'll now get all the CSS from here. Okay, so you can ask me what the CSS is currently doing, or you can hit and trial yourself as well.
Hey,
But
Gaurav,
now what? Yeah.
can
Hi.
I see style.ts quick?
Yeah, sure,
The,
sure.
the
This is the
container part,
style.ts.
the container one.
Oh yeah, container one. This one, right?
Yeah, you changed something over there. The height, right?
Yeah, I removed that height from there. Yeah, these all CSS are located here. You can just go inside product, inside style.ts. These are all located here. Now what I will do is get all these CSS from here, respective CSS. Do I have any container here? Maybe container is here. So let me get all the CSS for container. See how the CSS are written. So I think you can understand it, right? This is creating the relative position for that div, and it is applying those pseudo class. Yesterday we applied that hover. This is focus visible. If you hover, if you just move from your tab, then it will focus on the current visible product with this particular CSS class. And this is for image actually, and this is for the breakpoint. Okay, we haven't used that one. Let me just try to use this one, okay, for now. So what we will do is this is like media query in CSS, right? Media query is not a part of CSS, but we can use media query in CSS to design responsive components. So what we will do is we will use this syntax. Okay, so we need to use at the rate media, and we are doing it with a screen. It also have something like print or display something, some other field, but we will always write screen. And what is your maximum width that you want to apply this current CSS with, that you can write there, right? So let me copy this part and go inside container here. Okay, this is the same thing that is available here. So this is the breakpoint, but we will not write a static breakpoint here. Most of the time in software development, if you are writing something static, which is hard coded, that is not a good code. So you will try to remove that hard coded value. This is the hard coded value. We'll try to remove it from here, and we'll get it from our theme. We have the breakpoint there, right? We have our breakpoint in style in theme here. This is the breakpoint for desktop, tablet, and mobile. So which breakpoint you want to use? We'll get this from there. So let's go to style once again. So right here, we'll write the property actually. We will just remove the value. So if the let's say if the minimum width is some pixel, then we will actually show this CSS written here. But this pixel will get it from here, this one, or this one, or this one. Will get one of that, and we can access that, right? How can I access this value from here? How can I, let's say I want to access this mobile from here, this mobile property. How can I access that here? Can you give me some idea? in a style component, if you want to access something which is actually a theme, we have already done that, right? Here, can you see? We accessed secondary color. We access secondary color from here. Now we want to access this property from here. So what should I do?
We call it as a function.
We need to call function there. That's correct. We need to first. Just give me a second, guys. I think my microphone. I just want to connect to. I think it is connected. Yeah. So yeah, we just want to write a function here. That is this arrow function. But can I write function directly here?
No,
It is a string, right? What should I do?
we need to use template literal.
Yeah, first go inside template literal, and then only we can write a function here. You can only write expression inside template literals that I told you previously. So we'll not write a name. It will be called itself like a callback function, but it will return something as well. Otherwise, that will not become an expression, right? So otherwise, it will return undefined actually. So actually, what we want to return is that uh, this property from here. We want to return that property here. So what should I add here to make it workable? We have the access of props here. Props. Props contains all the props that are passed here inside container. So what are the props passed inside container? The props which is passed is shipping, right? Inside container. Can you see? Now we can access this prop, but we are not passing that theme, right? But if you remember, we already set up previously globally that prop here inside theme. What we did is we have like style component here. So we said here to style components, we have, let's see, we have our theme interface here. So theme interface is coming from this, from here, and theme interface consists this part. And we are making that theme interface global from here. So from this setup actually. So we are applying this theme interface to our style component, this themed style component module. This is coming from style components. We are applying our own interface, and we are letting, this is essentially letting our style component that, hey, style component, we are using these things, these properties in our setup, and make it available to everywhere, in every React component through props. That is what we are doing here. And then we can access it directly here. Now what we can do is, inside props we have like we have theme already available, you can see here. So it means you can directly destructure that theme here and use that theme here. So we can get something from theme. Now we want to get that breakpoints, right? And which breakpoint we want? We want this, maybe mobile, this one. In this way we will get a dynamic value coming from here. Now we are not hard coding some value there. These values are coming from your theme. Whenever you want, you can go here in your theme and just change this value. If you just think that the mobile field needs to be updated, maybe you can change this to some other value. Okay, it will be applied globally everywhere where you are using this field. All right, is this fine, everyone? Yeah, let's see it. So we have like we have this background color is light blue is used, so it will be used. Oh, it is repeated, the images are repeated here. So this is the container. we need to actually see. Um, so we use this CSS actually inside. Why is this inside? This is done inside image actually, I think, right? But we want this inside container for now. Yeah, that's fine. But let's see the effect. What will happen with this CSS? I think it is not having any effect here. Our background color is still red here, right? Red here. So we are want to change. Oh, we are applying in body here. Okay. Let me just cut this from here. See if we can see the effect somewhere. Let's go in inspect and let's go in our mobile view here. And you can see the pixels that are used. These are the horizontal pixels, 768 pixels there. And you can just go and make this change other popular fonts from there. So 375 pixels, still it is not applied because this is the width we want to apply, right? But let's see, it is trying to set this CSS in body, and okay, it should actually
I think
at
you have
least,
I
yeah,
think you have to use maximum width instead of minimum width.
okay, but minimum width will also have some effect, right?
Minimum width means we have to see the greater than like we have 480, right?
Means we already went there, right? Like let's go to iPhone 12 Pro. This is still lesser. You mean this size should be greater, right?
Yeah, here
The
it should
original.
work.
Yeah. So
Can you please click that bottom body tag so that we can see the properties on the
this
console
one.
element in the
Oh,
browser?
oh yeah. Yeah, this one, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can click on body tag.
So yeah, I think CSS is not applied
It's
here.
not working. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it is not applying to that bodies. No, it should apply actually. Are we? Okay. Inside container, but yeah, we are writing one more CSS here. Maybe let me see if I can remove everything from there, like it is done here, right? Only for yeah, here we have this breakpoint, and if it is there, then it is directly applied, means it will directly apply to the container itself. So we change this different width. It is seems to be not applied. So should get that breakpoint from there actually. We have different breakpoints now. What have it is not about those values because we are going from lesser to higher dimensions. So let's see if we can just use this.
Can you please remove that image and check in the browser? Because I think the browser is not refreshing.
Oh, you mean I reload this one, right? Browser one, browser issue. I think that is not the browser issue.
No, I mean to say, can you please remove the image from our VS Code and then check by saving the file?
Oh, this image, right?
I think the live.
So yeah. So it is not taking in effect actually, right? If we can remove this image, still it will have the same effect. Oh, yeah, we're getting it now. What happened actually? I have this image. Now it is working. Is this like crashing issue, something like that from the browser? That may be the case. So let's see. For maximum width of this pixel here, it will only be applied. Means in our case, we have for tablet, we have like 768 pixel. So if you go beyond 768 pixel, it will not work. If you go less than 768 pixel, then it will work. Yeah, it is working. So we just want to see this in effect. Now, yeah, maybe that is because of the refresh part. This was not happening previously, the live reload part. That may be the issue. But what I was saying is you can make responsive design by introducing this media query here. And now you can write any query for a small screen here. So for the small screen, if you don't want this padding or don't want to make this position relative, just you can write here. All the CSS here will be overwritten if you write those CSS here as well for a small screen. All right. It is fine, everyone. Do you have any questions for me till here? Okay, then I think everything is done now. So now you will understand what is written here, right? This container is from here to here actually, starting from here. So are you able to understand all the things written inside the container? Just see once. Why are we writing this generics? To support props, right? We are passing props here, shipping props, and we want to support that prop. We want to accept that prop. That's why we are just typing it. And these are just CSS that we can write. This is like pseudo selectors. This is the nested components that we are writing inside product. That is the image component. And inside image, we have, once again, you can see here, we can write before and after, right? What we call them? Pseudo element selector, pseudo class selector, these things. So there. This is actually the selector as well. Do we have, I think we have one name for that one, pseudo element selector, I think, right? So pseudo element means we'll write 2 dot here and we'll write like before or after. So we have like first line here. So you'll get some available properties here all the way down somewhere. Yeah, we can use this all. Most of the time we'll use after, before. So here you can see what is done here. So before. So what happened here is H1 is there, right? Heading is there. And before the heading, we want to introduce something there. So we are introducing like this URL from here. Okay. So if you just introduce, if you just write any text here, this will actually come before your heading. So this is what this pseudo element selector doing there. Okay, we have two things, right? In CSS, pseudo class selector. The pseudo class selector is like the single colon here, which is link sometimes, or visited, or hover, or active. We used this yesterday, this one. So here you can see another pseudo element selector is used, that is called focus visible pseudo class selector actually. And pseudo elements means the 2 column, sometimes only 1 column work for both of them. But this is like if you want to actually style some of the element. If you want to introduce some, mostly we want to introduce some content before and after, using this before and after. So if you write this 2 dot and before, then we'll introduce some content before this tag, before whatever you are writing here, and after means after whatever writing you are writing here. So this is the same thing. We were seeing that inside here it is inside title as well. So before title, what is done here? So before title, we have this content which is blank. Sometimes this is just a trick in CSS that, and the content itself is, the text is not there, but we will at least format it. If you go and see the final output, maybe we have it from somewhere. Let me see if I can get it from here. If you go and see the final output here for the products, we are using this. Is this the dash yellow dash? Can you see that here? Before the price and after the title, let's see. It is introduced. Actually, here we have title, and maybe we can inspect and see it in better way. Let's go there, there. Yeah. Yeah, let's go there. Can you see this before? This before, and this CSS is actually generating this dash. If you remove this one, now that will go from there. So yeah, that trick is used sometimes to fill something before and after particular element in CSS. Okay? That's the CSS regarding pseudo selector. So it can be pseudo class or pseudo element. Okay? So this is the pseudo class selector. I think everything is fine now. Now I can safely use all of the CSS in our code. So what you can do is, we want to use CSS for container. Let's go for container, and this container is used inside product. This container is used on the outer. It is like a wrapper here. We are using this container here as well. So let's replace everything inside our container. Okay, what is this SKU? SKU is the prop which is passed from here. So we are currently passing shipping. I can pass SKU, and SKU will be like some string. For now, this is test SKU, or it may be number as well, right? I think it is number. So I can just write number 10 for now. Now I need to type that SKU because this I container interface previously was setting. I need to make it SKU, and that is a number. And after this, all error will go away, and we have successfully applied this particular CSS within our to our container. Okay, and within our container we have image as well. We haven't stored this image locally currently. It will not be there for now, but this CSS is for image. And let's see what is the final output that we generated here. So we have like this one, right? So do we have some background color to see? I think no. Let me just write some. For now, I'll just write static one. But I'm not able to see any output of that is applied here. At least, okay, this is for image actually. Let's not go for image. Let's apply here. We're not seeing any output for the container, right? What is this container doing? Let's see here for now. So container is position relative. Will not see
typo mistake. Background color green is, you missed the
N. Yeah. Still we don't have any output right here. This server running. Yeah. So let's just see what is this doing. This is all for image, all the way from here to here. This is for image, and this is for image hover. So this part is for image, and this is only for that container. Okay, maybe that container is not having any height. That's why we are not seeing anything there, because this container is having this position, this text. We cannot see these things, right, in our UI. So box sizing is border box, and padding, we have margin, we have cursor default, outline none, background color. So there is no height of this container. Is that correct? Or we are using image here, but it is having some height. The image is having some height. Let's write here. Let's see if we can quickly resolve this part, because we want to just go from our CSS to the context. Actually, we want to quickly do the CSS version here. So we have, oh, what happened here? I have nothing inside this div element root. Something is broken here. Maybe something is broken. It's not working because nothing is coming here. Nothing from React is coming actually. So it may be broken somewhere because of our CSS there. Let me see. I can remove this CSS from here. Now it is working. The below portion of the CSS was not working, I think. This one for image. So we have for image, maybe the require statement, maybe not working. Let me see if I remove this two part from here, and now it is still working. I think this is the conflict in this line of code. Now this is not working. So we need to fix this as well. So we will usually fix that. For now, I'll just remove it from there and remove it from here as well. Okay, we need to do for container here. All right, so this CSS are for our container. Now let's go and see if we can apply more CSS there as well. And now let's use the CSS for button. This is the CSS for button, where we have is all the way here. So I think we have already written most of them. Let me just apply this one from here. Okay, now you can see this CSS, which is like the CS, which is this button, which is like the button you have here, right? This button. Okay, so let's apply some CSS for, we have already applied for button, we have already applied for container. Let's apply something for stopper. What is this stopper? Stopper means, I think this is for shipping. We have shipping here. Yeah. So let's apply this one for shipping. So this is for this part, this portion here. You can see free shipping there. So this is also done. Let's apply this CSS for our title. Title is p tag. See here, we have a deep tag. Maybe we can make this p as well. This is like paragraph. This is for title. Now we have our title. We don't have title, I think. Let's go here and have some title. So just run. And this is for this title. See, after title, we have this because of that pseudo element selector. So let's go for price. Do we have price in our case as well? Yeah, we have our price. So let's go and apply CSS for price. This CSS is for price. So we don't have any price right now. Maybe we can write some, we have some value inside price. This is for that value. It is VAL here. You can just make this as well if you need. Otherwise you need to change here as well and change here as well, this one, and then we will use this CSS. Okay, so it is not visible. Something is wrong there. Something is broken. Yeah, it's working. So if I go in that product once again, let me see how that is, how that markup is written. This is our markup, and this is the markup written here. It has some different convention, but still it is having container here, container, and it is having free shipping as well. Free shipping, we also have free shipping and our shipping component. This is stopper in this case. And image, we have our image as well, and we have our title as well. And this is price, and inside price we have this value component, style component, but here it hasn't written div tag, it has written this. The first one is small tag for currency format only, currency only. And then in this b tag, so yeah, instead of writing this b tag, this is like a string, we can still write div tag. So after this div tag, here we write span tag. So here we'll write currency format, like let me just write this currency unit for now, and formatted price, say random price for now. And what is this doing? There is a function, I think, for formatted price, and it is actually slicing something. So let me just write random number for now. Maybe we'll make that function slightly later. Okay, you can see here the price is coming in this way. So if you compare to the final one, this is the final one. So they are in the same line actually. So because of the styling, we haven't done styling. Let's go and write CSS for our price. This is the CSS for price. We already applied it, I think, here for price. Yeah, and yeah, we already applied CSS for this as well. Okay, maybe we'll see that. So let's first see, we have installment. Do we have something like installment as well? Is there something? Oh, okay, product installment. Something for product installment. Okay, maybe we'll this feature is not available currently in our case. Maybe we'll put this there together later. And we have buy button. I think everything is completed now, CSS portion. So we wrote CSS for container, we wrote CSS for buy button, we wrote CSS for this value field of the price. We have CSS for price, title, and shipping as well. And we don't need CSS for image here because it is written down there. So you can just create a image component. What is the to do there? Yeah, we did that to do for the background one. And now let's go here. We don't have any image right now. This is the final output that we have currently. All right, so we have this markup. Remember, we are not introducing any JavaScript currently. We have like HTML and CSS only. You can say that we are writing JavaScript, but this is not the feature, right? We are introducing some props here. We are passing and we are writing some JavaScript here, but these are for CSS, only for CSS. So essentially, you can think this one like we are essentially writing HTML and CSS here. So if you compare with this one, it is using this s.container. Why? Because it is not directly getting those from style. It is getting everything as s. So s is the object, and s will include all of those values. We can do this as well. We can just get everything in that s variable, right? And s variable will contain container, s.container, and s variable will contain shipping, s variable will contain image, You can do this as well. This is the convention sometimes you'll see also followed. Okay, everything is inside S, and now we are just getting those property out of here. You can directly destructure, or you can just write this as well. Right? Any question, guys, until now? Let me finish this. Yeah. Is everything fine until now? Okay, there is no issue here. Maybe VS Code is not able to handle this in real time. So in such case, you can reload and see if error occurs once again. We have error. What is the error actually?
I think it's the closing of image.
Oh, what was that?
Image closing, line number 8.
Oh
Closing
yeah,
tag.
sorry for yeah, I didn't see that. Yeah, okay. So this is done. The product component is done for now. Now we can compare slightly closer to the final one here. The actual values are not here. That's why we have this static value, but we'll eventually get those values here. So later we'll create this formatted price as well as this product installment there. Rest of them are fine, right? We will later introduce this on click, something like that. But rest of them is fine here. Do you have some questions? Then I'll comment it here. Oh. It CMP. So this is only the UI portion for the product. We have completed it. Now we will quickly do the UI portion for rest of the components. All right. So do we have some time? Okay. Do you want to take some break and then do this after break, or do you want to do it right now? What do you think, guys? Can we go in break session now?
Yes. Let's do
Yes.
that.
Okay. Then let's meet after 10 minutes and then we'll complete adding all the rest of the components. Rest of the components are here. We'll add all of those components. Yeah, I'll meet you after 10 minutes. Yeah. We have all here, everyone. Can we start? All right, so let's create few more components. We have created a product only. Products component is also there. So let's go and create another component called products. I think you can also start doing together here. This is just getting those code from there and just writing it here. Okay, first let me just get this CSS. Maybe if needed, we will discuss on those as well. So inside products actually, we need to make products.tsx, and in there, this should be another folder actually, is it? We have directly inside it. Okay, that's fine. So let's follow that convention. Let's try to keep that up. Oh, we have another issue, right? This was not going in GitHub, right? This making capital letter there. Maybe we'll see that. So we only need this part, if you remember, right? Because we only need CSS for now. So what you can do is just get this part, but this part is coming from actually style.ts. For products as well, we need styles.ts. Okay, we have something called CSS grid used here. So now you need to slightly look at yourself first about CSS grid. We have two more layout convention in CSS which are more popular. The first one is quite a lot popular actually, that is flex. It is also called flexbox. This is flexbox in CSS. Apart from the positional layout that we have previously or block layout, this is actually the flex layout. So it will actually help you easily place your elements in the screen. Like what you can do is make something a flex. Let's see, try yourself. What you can do is make something a flex. You will write display flex here. Previously we used to write display block, display relative or position, right? Oh, that is for position actually. So we used to write display block here for our block level elements. So block level elements means one block, another block. Like we have two things in there. One is display block or inline. If we want to make inline element, then we'll write display inline. But here we'll write display flex. So if you write display flex, we will now unlock more feature in CSS. We will now unlock more properties that we can write there. With display flex, what you can do is it is something you can write something like flex wrap here with display flex only. If it is not display flex, you cannot write this. Okay, so this is flex container. You can also write like after doing this display flex, that is like justify content. This can only be written with display flex or align item. Some of these properties. You can see those properties somewhere in the flex tutorial. You can see here flex container. Let's go there. So these are the more properties you can write there after you write display flex. Okay, so this will help you to position your elements in the screen in better way. This is the first layout that we have, which is quite a lot used. The recent one is the another one is the recent one that was recently introduced, maybe 3 years ago, I think. That is grid, CSS grid. So this is another layout um, convention used in CSS, that is grid. Now what you can do is instead of writing display flex here, you will write display grid. Once you write display grid, you will unlock more properties like you unlocked in your flex, right? You will unlock these properties. With grid, you can use these properties. Okay, and this is used here in our case. to style these products. Here we are using display grid. First, just look at yourself. What are the other properties available in grid and what are they doing? Okay, we have something like FR unit there, which we'll write with grid. But for now, I'm just using it here. Okay, you will need to actually hit and try regarding grid. And then we'll discuss. Maybe you can show your UI. Something is here, we are writing this thing, but it is not actually applying to my case. Maybe is not working. Maybe you can share your screen and we will talk together and try to understand what is grid. All right, for now we have used it and it is used for products. So this is the only one, only we need to use container there, right? So let's go in products.tsx. Yeah, we are only using container. This is the person that we need after return statement. Sorry, after return statement in the products right here. So what is yes? Yes is actually coming from style. Okay, where is this style located? It is already located there in our current folder. It should actually get it from there. It is actually styles, that's why we make this style. Or if you wish, you can also use absolute path, right? We set up our absolute path. Oh, it is not from, yeah, right here. What you can do is go from your src into your components, into the products, and into this style folder. This should also work. But here we don't have product currently. That's why we cannot map it here. So this we will introduce when once we have some products. Okay, we are mapping products here. Currently, no useful UI will be here because we don't have more products. Maybe if you want, you can simulate it here, like const products equals to, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, but it will also not work because we don't have, it should be an object where we will have some properties like SKU. And this product component is coming from here actually. And it requires product. And actually, are we expecting something there? No, we are not. It means we can remove everything from here. Okay, so some error is there, like key is missing. Key should be there. Okay, and key is actually coming from SKU. For now, what you can do is get index from here and write this index here. Later we'll replace it. Okay, and there is no useful UI visible. It is mapping this product 4 times, but we cannot see the effect. Maybe we'll, but we need to see at least this 4 times, right? Add cart, because the product is at least rendered 4 times, but it is only visible once here. Can you see what is the reason behind this? Why are we not seeing 4 add to cart instead of only single? From products, we are mapping this product, but we are rendering product here, right? If you go here and see, we can also see in React DevTools as well. Let's see here in app.tsx, we are rendering product. We need to render products now. Now you'll see some issue is there. Maybe let's go to our components here in products.tsx. There is some issue actually. First, we'll see in console if we can find some issue there. It says fail to load resources. Which resource? Macro. Okay, but but we are not using it, right? Oh, here, yeah, it is actually getting this from style components library itself. So instead of doing this, we don't need to do this. We can actually do import like this way in our here, because currently we have this style component there. So we can go to these styles and replace it. Let's see or not. Okay, it is now having should actually see we have 4 products here. Okay, so this is what we have currently. It is not properly done, but we'll do it. Currently we are just creating these components. So products component is also done for now. We have some questions, guys. Any questions? Okay, then let me commit it at this point. This is products UI. All right, we are eventually creating the components. Currently, components regarding products is completed, I think. If you go to products folder, you can see products.tsx. We have already created it. Another folder is product. We have like product.tsx. We have also created it. So this is also done. Now we can go and create. The important one is this is like a cart, shopping cart, right? The main goal is to view that cart here. Now we will create components for this cart. So you can see a cart folder here. Let's create our one as well. Inside component, we want to create another folder called cart. Products is done. Now let's go inside cart. And you can see here the component for cart itself and product inside cart. So if you add this to cart, you will see this product inside cart, right? We have one component for this one and the whole component, another component for the whole cart. So then we will create first for the products inside cart. So inside cart as well, you have more than one product, right? So here, let's go to here. This is for more than one products. Like when you add this to cart, now you have 2 products. This is one component and this 2 displayed here is another component. Essentially, we have 3 components here, right? One for the cart, another for the single product inside cart, another component for multiple components inside multiple products inside cart. So let's go and create for single product. This one, cart product. So what we need to do is inside cart, we'll create another folder called cart products. Cart products. Let me follow this convention for now. Products, and inside cart products, we need cart product folder, and inside cart product, we will finally create cart product.tsx. Okay, so we just want the UI from here. Later we'll not see here and copy the JSX feature part. We'll do that ourselves, but we have already seen how to do it, right? How to write the UI. We already know. That's why this is the repetitive part only. I'm just getting it from here. So no, not here, right? We need to create another file called style.ts for these styles. All the styles that we want to write there. But this is the JSX. We have styles here. Okay, so can I copy it? No, I should be able to copy this one, clicking here. So I'm copying essentially all the styles here. Here you can see style components. Once again, container. So let me replace this one with our one style component version. And the rate slash style slash style components. We are getting this style from here. So we have a component called container. This is the first component. It's style component actually. Second one is detail. Third one is title. See how CSS is written here. This is the normal one, normal CSS. You can just see. And there is no special thing here. You can just see and just become familiar yourself for this CSS portion. And here as well. Okay, we have these style components here. So these are the all the you can call them. This is div, this is div, this is p tag, this is div, this is button, this is image. So we have div, p tag, button, image. Instead of writing previously, we used to write it directly, right? We used to write div, p tag, img. Now we are essentially creating a styled version of the particular tag. So for div we have container, for this p we have title. So we will now use those here in our markup. We will create markup from this component, style components for the cart product. So we need this markup now. The markup is also not that much difficult, right? So we can directly get this here. This is cart product. Let me make this cart product. For the component name, we'll still follow the camel case notation. C capital as well. So let's get everything from here and replace this return part. So this is just regarding UI, and we want to import this from style only. Okay, everything is regarding UI. So we'll remove every part which is not a part of UI. Everything which is not a part of UI means on click. This is JavaScript. We'll introduce it later. We don't have this title, dynamic title. We also don't have this SKU. That's why I'm going to remove this as well. We don't have this title here for now, but you can just write test title here for now. And we don't have anything regarding available sizes and quantity. We can just remove this for now. So available sizes. So let me at least remove it for this part. Let me just write some random number. These are static value. So this is just regarding UI for now. We don't have this currency format. We don't have anything for this. Maybe I can just write the static value for now as well. We don't have this part. This is coming from JavaScript, which is also coming from React or JavaScript. This is also the part of React itself. I'm going to remove it. So this is only the UI that we need for now for cart product. Okay, so you can just render it in your app as well here. So render it, import it from there. See what is this? So printing, something is wrong there. From cart product, I think. Let me remove this. Oh yeah, everything is fine, but something is wrong from cart product. Maybe we'll find it and fix it. Let's see in the inspect. In the console, we have like require is not defined. So we have somewhere require. We need to fix it. Actually, we will fix it eventually, but it may be here somewhere in the style itself. Okay, so I think it is not here. Maybe let's go to cart products then. Are we using require somewhere? Style.ts line number 45. So we need to go here on line number 45 somewhere. Yeah, here. We're using require. Eventually we'll fix it actually. Okay, so wherever I think it will be better if I make a to-do list here, otherwise we'll forget it. This is what we will need to fix actually. Require. It should work now. Okay, so yeah, maybe I can disable the product for now. And this is currently what we have. No dynamic things here. Currently everything is static. We are eventually trying to make this cart. Okay, so this is cart product. We don't have product here. Product image is not available. That's why you cannot see that product image here, but at least you can see the title, quantity, and you can see option to increase or decrease, and you can see the price. And same thing here as well. Yeah, we have a product, and we have product quantity, product name, and option to increase or decrease it. Okay, we have already created this component. This is done. Okay, now tell me which component do we want to create now? We have 3 components in cart. What are those 3 components actually? First one is this for product, right? And another one? Yeah, actually you can write it in single component as well. You can ask me, how do you know we have 3 components there, right? Yeah, we can first write everything in single component. Then we'll realize this portion is regarding total part and checkout. Then I'll make a separate component for that one. And then you will create another component. You'll realize all the products are rendered in single component. Maybe this is a part, this only is for single product. That's why I create a component for single product, and then another component to render multiple product. You can do that. Or one can say that this checkout is a different thing. Let me create another component for that. Then you can create another component as well. You are not limited here. You can create as many components as you want, but it should actually have something. If something is related, for example, you don't want to create a component for image, title, price, right? This is all related to product itself, and this is not that much longer actually. The syntax for image is shorter, syntax for title is shorter, and this one is shorter. But if you have something which is little bit longer, like what I'm trying to say is you want to manipulate the image. Maybe you want to check the image size, you want to make it circle, you want to make it dynamic, then you will have more code for image itself. Then you will create another component for that image and replace it in your code. Okay, at that time you will know how, when, and how we will separate components. So when your code is actually becoming longer and your concern is different as well, then you will separate it in different components. All right, currently we are trying to do this cart within 3 components. The first one is for a single product, second one is for a multiple products, third one is for this part here. You can say cart part itself, this part cart, and render everything, every product there, and the subtotal part as well. It means the product is the grandchild, you can say, and the single product is the grandchild, and 2 products or multiple products are the parent of that grandchild, you can say, and this card is the parent of those products or grandparent of that grandchild, you can say. Okay, so now which component should we build then? The product is completed. Now we should go for which component? Single product is done, right? We need to render multiple products as well. We need to go for multiple products, right? Here we are rendering single products here. Now we need to go for multiple products. So this is like cart products here. Previously we used CSS correctly. Let me see. I think we used it correctly because that UI is slightly similar to the cart UI. So we used this CSS previously from here. So now we are going to use the CSS from cart product, this one. It means we need to actually, we are currently inside cart product. We need to create another file inside cart product, which is style.ts. Okay. And in there, we need the CSS. This is really simple one. Okay, so yeah, we can once again replace that one with this one, and this is done. A really simple one, right? It is having some height, and the bottom padding is way larger, and it is having, like, if the card product is empty, I think for empty card product it is having some color, text align center, and some height. So let's use this CSS in the card products itself. We need to create another component inside card products here, because we have one component for product, single component for product. Now we want to create component for products, right? Similar to this component here, card products. This is CSS actually. Okay, we will create a markup now. We will create markup depending upon this UI here. I think you all know now how to do it. We'll just create a component first. Card product, let's say products, and card products. Now we need some markup here. You can get initial markup from here for now. It is really easy to create markup as well, HTML markup. You can just create div elements there and replace with that style as well. Yeah, you can do that as well. So where is this S coming from? S is coming from our style actually, this style. So just ask me if you feel uncomfortable here, okay? Some of you may be feeling not comfortable while I was copying this part, because I already explained that one. That's why I'm doing it here. But if you still want to know why are we doing this here, like why are we actually writing it in this convention, or why are we writing markup in this way, just ask me, okay? Maybe I can help you with that one. Okay, we don't have products here. Once again, let me create empty some like we did here, some static variable for now only, which is having products there. Now we will render that product, and card product, we have that card product here actually. Okay, we will use relative URL what if possible. So what we will do is everywhere we will do the same thing. We'll start from components and we'll go inside card, and we'll go inside card products, and we'll just get this from once again card product, right? And now we will get this card product here. So okay, we will not pass this product for now. We don't have the key. Maybe we can get it from here, index, and for now we will write index here. Okay, what is this doing here? What happened here, guys? Can you see the syntax? Is it correct, or is this like an error, or is this the different color actually? So we are not rendering card products. Let's go here and render card products actually. Okay, instead of rendering that card product for now. Okay, it's fine. See, we have another component which is rendering multiple products here. All right, so yeah, do you have some questions here? I think this is just the color used here. This is because of the second part here, because we are we are using it this syntax here. So what this is doing is using ternary operator, right? Essentially using ternary operator. You can try yourself and see. Just remove sometimes. Sometimes you can remove. These are like nested ternary operator, I think. Is it? So or is it just this part here? This is just the text actually, not the part of the bracket. This is actually doing this line actually. So if you remove this one, oh no, not that part, I think. Then what is the purpose currently? Maybe we'll see that it's just a part of JSX for now. Maybe you can just write something here, and you we have something like this is not showing, right? Because we have currently product. Let me remove that and we'll see this UI. Let me make this product empty for now. And we can see this UI. This is just that emoji, I think. Yeah. Okay, this is also done. Finally, we are left with the final component. Can you guess which one? For the cart, we need one more component here. This is a single product. We have one component for single product here. This one, this is the component for single product. And we have another component for multiple products here, right here. This is the component for multiple products. Now we need another component, right, to display the entire cart itself and render everything in that there. We'll render multiple products, heading, as well as footer in there. So we need final components, that is actually the cart itself. Let's create it. Inside cart, we need to create cart.tsx. And yeah, inside cart, we have cart.tsx. Let me just create for now. I can write cart here. So let's write some style for that cart in style.ts. Now you know the convention, right? Style.ts is used to write styles for our case. So let's go to cart. Let's go to style.ts and let's get this CSS from here. This is slightly important. Just look at this CSS first. Maybe you can find some different syntax here. Different syntax means different CSS rules, maybe. You can find some CSS properties which you don't know. First, you'll just look at it. Just see a cart button is created here. Similar to the previous one, right? We create cart button previously. We create some button previously as well. But this is for cart button. Previously was for add to cart button. So see CSS, I think, are not that much difficult here. And yeah, this is just to type this container. We have container, which is open. Maybe you can use only one, create only one component. This container, this container and previous container, if they are similar, then you can create only one and pass two different value and dynamically generate CSS from there. That also you can do. Currently we are doing separately here, container, and yeah, the CSS is straightforward here. You can just look at it, and we have another one is for cart icon. For cart icon, we have the CSS. Let me remove this part. This will not work actually currently. This is having some issue. Maybe I can write here with in Puru. And yeah, this is the CSS for cart icon. And we have for cart quantity as well. So see here, inline block is used. We have this as well. We have like block level element. We have like inline block element. We have both of them, both mixed sometimes, inline block, so that we can actually unlock the properties of block in inline element. Okay, because with inline element, if you remember, you will not write such kind of CSS properties. So we can do it in inline block elements. Just see this CSS ones as well. And see about this inline block as well, inline block property. Okay, so you need to explore that one. Will not that much be difficult. We have cart icon here. This is just cart content actually. We have some scroll there, and we have this content for header. We have this for header title. We have this for maybe subtitle, something like that, because this is p tag. We have like price here. Price, for price as well, we have this is like price installment. These are three different components. We have like checkout button all the way bottom. We have like cart footer. So these are all the components which are created with style components for that particular cart only, for this whole cart. Okay, for this one, the cross button, for this one as well, and for this part, this for the footer part, and for this, for to display these products as well. Okay, and let's go and find the markup. I think you can write markup easily, right? Markup writing is not that much difficult. You can just write, go and write deep tag, your deep tag there. You don't need to write this markup, exactly same markup. You can just write dp and just replace it with your components and find which is the deep tag appropriate. Maybe that is the container you want for the outermost part. Maybe for the icon you want cart icon. Replace your div with icon. Okay, so this is slightly larger. Maybe we'll refactor it. First, let me get this code from there. And then we will go into cart.tsx and replace this part. Okay, and we want to actually import everything from style here. Let me go to style.ts and I will replace this part as well for this import. And let's remove something which is not there. Right now we don't have like ease open property. We don't have on click handler currently. So it is now having issue there. You want to pass this because you are accepting it. So let me just pass true for now. It is opened. So we don't have on click. We'll add it later. This is the React part. So, but it is accepting that on click in cart button. That's why let me just pass empty function for now. And maybe it will not work because it is accepting something to return from there. Okay, so let me return just true for now. We'll replace that later. This is just a static value currently. Yeah, is open is not there. At least I can create one variable for now. Is open equals true. And now I'll pass this is open here. Okay, we don't have this one for now. Total product quantity. Let me just write 5 here. And here as well. We don't have this right now. That's why I'm just writing static values there. Cart products. It is not accepting anything there. It will not pass anything. It says that, oh, this is not imported. Let me import it on the top. Okay. So currently we don't have these values. Let me remove it from here. We'll not see any pricing there for now. At least sub price value. Maybe let me just write 100. You'll see that value there. So sub price installment or up to something like this. Maybe this is just or up to, just write just the static value here. We don't have this click handler as well. I'm going to remove it. So this is only the UI part. No JavaScript is there. Everything is static, right? Everything is static. We don't have anything coming from our context, anything coming from our API. So this is the static UI that we have. We have some issue here. Maybe can you see why this is the red color there? Maybe we have something there which is, so we reviewed it. Everything is fine in the CSS portion. But let's see if we can successfully run it or not. Let's see in the inspect console, and now I'm going to render this cart component instead of that that other component in that app. Let me go to app.tsx. Now I want to render. I'll remove everything from here. Don't need this one as well. We only need that cart component now. Cart component. Oh, is it not exported? Should be exported. It is like different name here. Cart, export default cart. Why am I not getting it here then? Oh, this is inside deep tag. Okay, so we can get cart here now. And is this card accepting something? No. Okay, now we can see somehow closer card, right? Now we created this one. We don't have this effect right now, but we just created UI for that card. See, we have this cross button, which will do nothing for now. We have this in middle, similar to this one, maybe this 100%. And now it will be similar. And we have these products here, no image, but products. We'll display products at this location. And we have this subtotal total checkout person on the bottom, similar to this one on the bottom. And we just created UI. We don't have any JavaScript feature in there, just an UI. Okay, so any question, guys? Do you have anything you want to ask until now?
No.
Okay, yeah, this is related to cart. Maybe you can render two components here or dynamically render it. I mean, render those two as well. First one is cart, and for home page, we have another folder like this is product. So we can directly render products here, right? Products. So this is, are we expecting something in the products? No, maybe something is missed here, is not imported. Products from here. Okay. The first one is products and second one is cart. Nothing is in product. Yeah. The Z index is higher. I think that's why it is hiding it. So yeah, we have these two components, essentially two components here. See, on the root level on app, we still have two components. One is to display the products on the home. Another one is to display cart. Okay. Essentially, we created two components. If we see it from the high level, but tell me how many components for cart itself do we have here? How many components can you see? Or we created, right? How many did we create?
3.
Yeah, for cart itself, we created 3 components. And for products, maybe we can go there and see, right? Here, product, one is for product and another one is for products. 2 components, right? So altogether, products is having 2 components. This is having 3 components. Altogether, we have 5 components in them as well. So in this way, components are created and they keeps on increasing actually, depending upon the need. So you don't need to worry, when should I create multiple components? Can I not create only a single products component and do not create product component? Yes, you can. You can directly write code here for product. But you will see your code will increase. And if you see like your number of lines are becoming more than 40 or 50 line inside a single file, if you have more than 40 or 50 lines of code, then you need to think, you need to consider creating multiple components. You need to see there something I can keep it in separate folder and separate file, and then I can import it here. That's how we create multiple components, but there is no straightforward rule. Okay. Previously as well, when I was just exploring React, I just kept thinking, when should I create multiple components? But you'll just realize it eventually while you explore deeper or start writing code or start building something. You'll realize and you'll start making multiple components. Okay, some issue is here actually. Let me reload it and see. What happened actually here? Let me expand this one. I cannot see anything. It is why this is highlighting red color here. Maybe let me close everything. Just open this part. Now it is working. Oh. Sometimes VS Code underlines the exact line where is the issue. But right now, There is no issue in console as well. There is no issue in our stand as well. Yeah, maybe if there is issue, we'll fix that. But for now, I think it is working. Maybe we'll see and find and try to resolve that. So these are the main two components that we need in our application. One is for products, another one is for cart. But still you can see there are other components as well here. Let me go. And final, we'll complete it after creating all the components. So app is there. We still have app currently. We have app.tsx, which is rendering everything. You can create style for app as well. Here you can see styles for apps are created. App is created. So what do we need to do? App is here actually, right here. So this is also component, right? This is also component. So let's place it here then inside components. So first let's create a folder called app. And let's put this component here. Now your application will need to update it. The import of the app. Let me click yes. Now everything is still working because in your main.tsx you need to actually resolve the location for the app. Now it is inside components. We'll resolve, just replace everything with your absolute URL as well there. But for now, app is here. Now you can write, this is also isolated, right? Now let's go and write some style for app. Let's create style.ts. And then we will just get this style from here. Here you can see grid is used for app as well. Okay, CSS grid. This is the best way you can learn CSS grid. Just see the theoretical part first, and just hit and trial here in this app because we are using grid here. Right? So CSS grid is just a layout convention used in CSS. Most of the time Flex is used, but CSS grid is also much powerful than Flex sometimes to create multi-dimensional, two-dimensional layout. So let me go to app.tsx and I'll remove everything, or instead I'll just remove this part. And I just want this JSX part actually, this one from container. So I will replace this whole. So this is coming from here. And as always, we will just import in same way in this style here as well. And so let's see here something. Okay, we don't have this loader component yet. We don't need this one, GitHub cloner. Actually, this particular developer who developed this app actually is having that GitHub loader there, but we don't need that. This is not related to the particular current application actually. So let me remove this part. Will not create this one as well, and will not create this one as well. Okay, you can just see code and try to implement yourself as well if you need. You will not need this one as well. And we don't have this component. Maybe we'll create it. Filter. Where is this used? Let's see. Filter component. To go here and need to go here. Okay, filter is here, right? Maybe this is the component we need to filter something, to filter some products with their attributes. Then we'll create this component. This is needed actually, required with the current application. Okay, so products. We don't have any products, but still we can simulate it. Let's just have some static products for now. Okay, so let me not pass anything here inside products, but I need to import it. It is here. And cart as well, I need to import it. It is here. So just replace your absolute URL with your relative URL. You need to go inside your components, and in the components, we just want to get products, right? We need to go inside products and have these products here. Oh, this is for product actually. Let me replace this one. And let's go with card. For card, you can go inside components and in there card and replace this card. Okay, this is the final UI for your app.tsx. So yeah, let me just comment this card for now. And I can see for products found, there is no filter component, but we have some space for filter component. Okay, finally, let's go and create that filter component once again. So are you understanding why do we need that filter component? Right, to have this filter on the left, this one. Okay, just ask me, okay, if you feel something which is not appropriate. So we want to create filter component here. So once again, we'll create style for filter, style.ts, as well as we'll create filter component itself, filter.tsx. So we all know where to get style from, here, and components, and we have these filter components, and these are the styles we need. Okay, so make this little wider here. It's the VS Code, and I'll get this style from here. These all styles are needed to display that filter on the left. Replace this one. Oh, what is this checkbox? We don't have this checkbox actually. Okay, it is using some component now, different component in there. Okay, let me first create this checkbox. Do we have checkbox? We will create that checkbox. This is like shared component. Inside component, you can create shared folder as well for shared component, or you can create another folder like shared or common. Let me make common folder. So it will have common component in there. Like you have this common components here. Now we'll create checkbox component in there. Checkbox. And finally, we'll create styles for the checkbox. Style.ts, as well as checkbox itself. Let's go and create styles. So we need to go here to get all the styling that are used here. Oh, this is checkbox itself here. Checkbox itself. See, no any JavaScript will involve in the reusable component. Nothing is coming from state actually. Actually, what I mean by context from your JavaScript, from your dynamic API variable. Only this is the reusable part, right? It will have some variable here, but it will not directly have some value. That's why it will not have any error here for style component, because we can customize it as per our need, right? It is not having any CSS. Okay, then let's not have any CSS then here for now. So now we have like checkbox. We can go into checkbox, and inside checkbox we have once again checkbox, and checkbox, two checkbox. Okay, this is small. Checkbox is the file, and another checkbox is the component name. No, what am I doing? I need to go here and checkbox, and I need to go inside commands in this way, but this is not working. Oh, I created common folder somewhere inside here. I need to create in the root level actually. Okay, we have common here now, components, but it should work now. I'm creating something from the common folder. It says cannot find the module. Let me see if I can resolve it. I need to go inside common and then checkbox and then checkbox. Okay, Okay, style components. So we are once again now passing. Okay, let's see. Okay, we are actually styling this checkbox from here. See, previously we didn't have a style there for that common checkbox. Now we are styling this checkbox. When you want to pass some components, previously we styled our HTML elements, right? Now we are directly styling the components. That's why we pass it here in the styled function. So styled function is coming from here. We pass it directly and we style that checkbox. We have some issue here in style.tsx, okay, but I wrote it here in tsx. I need to actually write it inside ts file. This is where we need to write. This is the style for the filter. Now let's go to filter one. Here we have filter. I need this filter JSX from here. Okay, so this part, only this part. So, so then we will once again import this one from the style folder. And that's all. Create checkbox. We don't have that create checkbox. What is this doing actually? Create checkbox. Let me see. It is actually creating. So maybe we can do that later. Okay, so this is the filter currently we have. On the left, we are not seeing anything. Maybe I hide it in the app. Here, we have this filter currently. I can now display it on the sidebar. So, filter not exported, I think. Let me see on the filter itself here. So this is a component actually. Let me make it a component. Now I will import it here. Okay, so that's all. See, our filter is on the left. Size is only. We'll display here the filter. How responsive is this? On the if I make this smaller, sizes are gone here because of this media query return in our style.ts. Okay, so that's also completed. So now we created another component for filter. Let me see if we can create more components if we need as well. So, we'll create one for loader. We need to load something, right? So let's create, like here, when you refresh it or start it, here is the loader, right? Initially, this is coming from that loader component actually. So we need to create another component for that loader. So let's create loader component, and in there we'll have style for that loader itself. And another is like the JSX for the loader, or HTML, you can say. This is like CSS for the loader. This is like HTML for the loader. So this is the loader. Let's get the CSS for the loader. These are the CSS for loader, right? So maybe we can get this style component from here. This is the CSS for the loader, and let's get the HTML for the loader. Oh, not here. Need to keep it here inside TS file. This is the CSS for the loader, and let's get HTML for loader here. So RFCE, and we'll make this loader, and I only need this part here. This is like reusable component actually, shared component. I can put it there, I think. But what happens here? Oh yeah, I don't have this. Yes, actually, import it here. So I think this is, instead of putting this here, this is like a reusable component, right? Loader is like shared component. Better to place it here in the common folder. Now we have checkbox and loader here. Okay, and components are like pages, your app page, your cart page, and your filter. You can call this like a section as well, section of the page or page itself. Now we have loader here. I can go inside app and activate that loader as well, maybe if needed. So let's see if I can see that loader as well here. Cart, and let's bring that loader. If I save it, we'll see that loader here. Yeah, this is the loader we need. And see the CSS for the loader. What are the CSS that is making this loader spinning like this one? Here we are using keyframes as well. So just look at it. We are not importing keyframes, and we still use keyframe here. And now there are some CSS you need to look at it, like pseudo class selector. We can use this as kind of pseudo class as well to select child number. This is number 2, this is number 3 inside this div actually. Okay, so I think these are all the components we need. So let's revisit once again. Let's see. Here are a few more components. We don't need this one, recruiter one, not related. So we have main components are product and card. These are the two main, as well as filter, right? Main components of our application. So this is filter component, this one, whole products component, right? And this is a card component. And this is all we need actually. And we have loader as well, loader component when initially application is loading. And everything until now is only HTML and CSS. Now we need to introduce React as well as JavaScript portion in the existing application. All right, everyone. So is this fine? What do you think? Can we move ahead, or can we tomorrow, can we do something else first and then do the rest of the portion which are left, like the React part? Do you have some suggestion? Maybe what we can do tomorrow? Maybe you can just ask me to revisit those CSS or something like that. If you have some suggestions, so let me know. And how do you feel? Are you understanding what am I doing here currently? Is it making some sense, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Alan, do you have some suggestions as well?
I don't have any suggestions. I just got to go back and rewatch, so just to understand some of the smaller details. But overall, it's not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Yes, Samik, do you have some suggestions or something for me so that we can make this application better, or something we can do tomorrow? Maybe Pius, maybe you have some suggestions for me. Or Priyanka, do you want to ask me something or give me some suggestions, or are you understanding what we are doing today?
Yeah, actually, as Alan said, we need to go back and watch it again because it's going pretty fast. We are not, you know, we don't have time to do multitasking here. We are just kind of following you and then how you are doing it. We'll go back and then try to do it ourselves also. So yeah.
Okay, all right. And tomorrow, after tomorrow, we'll have 2 more days. Well, I think in that weekend, if you have time, maybe you can follow up regarding all the things that we did previously or regarding this application. Because if possible, we want to complete this app as soon as possible so that we can go and revisit other concept in React. And building application will take time if we start writing code from scratch. See, if I write this code today, not copying everything, the CSS, it will take more time, right? That's why I did that. So that's why I'm asking you all to revisit those CSS once again, so that you can ask me and we can quickly resolve the conceptual portion, because CSS portion, I think, will not be that much difficult. In real world, you will use some of the style library, UI component library, usually when you work somewhere. And most of the time you will not need to write CSS when you want to use button, or when you want to use see, when you want to create some grid or something like that. But eventually we need to write CSS. At least we need to customize our application ourselves, right? but yeah, to make the UI similar to our application. But we will use some inbuilt, you will see when you work somewhere, they are using some inbuilt. Some of the companies I see, when I just collab or communicate with some of the developers working on the companies in US there, they are also creating their own component libraries as well. So component libraries or CSS library means something like Tailwind CSS. Have you heard about it? Tailwind CSS. How many of you have heard about this Tailwind CSS? Can you just raise your
I've
hand?
heard it, never used it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, Avi, you have heard about it. Yeah, you can just raise your hand if you have heard about Tailwind CSS. Because I'm just asking you because I'll just go through those CSS if needed as well, CSS framework.
For
Or
me, I'm hearing first time.
oh, you're hearing first time.
Yeah.
Have you previously done maybe some CSS HTML things?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, that may be the reason. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely fine. If you haven't done, then that's normal, right? We will not use it. That's why we will not know that. And there is like, yeah, I'm currently also using this UI library while I'm working on the current project. But we have another one like more popular or easy to use. Tailwind is like class, but there is something called material UI. So it is also used with React. I have seen some popular companies using this component library as well. So what is this actually? It will just help you easily actually build your components. See, if you need some button, so they have already created the button for you. You just need to go there and just copy their code. Just copy this one and just change some prop. Like so, if you need like something like this, they have already created an avatar for you. Just need to copy their components. This is like component based. Like there are some awesome components which are created here. Maybe you can just try it sometimes. It will take some time to create these components, but these are there. You can use it. Like so, yeah. So these are the components which are already created there. Most of the time you will use, if you use material UI, you'll use already created components. With Tailwind CSS as well, they have like classes provided for you so that you can add in your existing React code with your JSX or yeah, with your JSX element or style components as well. And you can just add this style classes from Tailwind and it will do. You can easily create your UI from there. Okay, so yeah, so currently I'm just working on this project here. So this whole application is built using this Tailwind CSS UI library. So yeah, and others are also there. Just search about UI component frameworks or libraries that we can use in React. Like there is like Chakra UI, which is also used in similar to this other UI libraries there. Yeah, maybe you can just look at a popular UI library with React. You can just search in Google for that and just get the answer. Yeah, maybe you can ask ChatGPT as well. It will give you the pretty much closer result. Yeah. Okay, so why I'm saying this is yeah, because you will not always write a larger amount of CSS in your project, something like this. You will eventually write some CSS and you will get some CSS from existing UI library. You will mix them up together. That's why you need to know CSS as well as component library, right? Maybe we can do a small project using either any of them component library to create some UI later or small application later. Okay, so let me post this code as well. So currently I'm inside here, style button. I should have changed this path from here. So what I will do is stash everything. It is stash. So it is going to stash, but some of them are not stashed. So what I can do is git dash pop to get those out as well. Now I have 16. So what I can write is like, I think it is dash save I think this command I may have forgotten the command. Let's say recent change. This may be -u. Let me just search for it. And do you know the command? Can you help me? Is this correct? Yes. Okay. To use stash command, let's go here. Stash is like saving something temporarily. Okay, so it stash u at the end. So this is like on tracked file. Let me just write u only. I think it will work. I can write some message there as well. U. Oh, what happened? It is test -u. Okay, everything is saved. Now I can safely change the branch here. Check out to main. You can go to main branch, and now I will get that stash out. I can see the list of the stash as well. Git stash list here. This is the recent stash. Product UI. I think this is not the recent stash, but yeah, maybe this one. Let me get that out. Git stash pop. Now I have this 15 changes. Oh, some merge conflict is here. Okay. Let me make this bigger. And it is this thing that products. Okay. Saying products. Okay, I think it can work, but some error is there. Cannot find module. Okay, that is because of that. Maybe because of that related path. Let me see if I can add this all. Add all to the staged section. Everything to the staged section now. Now I can send this. Let me see if I am running this application properly or not. So yeah, okay, it is working, I think. Oh, some error is there. File. This is not there. Okay, loader. Okay, just see if you can resolve this. Maybe I'll leave at this, up to you for now to resolve this issue. Some issue is there in the current code that I'm pushing. Maybe just try to fix it, and maybe you can create PR. Something is not working here as well, I think, right? So it should have imported this. Like we can, oh, this is not working because I didn't merge it previously. Let me see. Let me just go to GitHub for now. Just get my github.com. Just a second. This one, and base URL is fixed. It is already in master. Maybe I need to pull everything there. Everything is not pulled. That's why it is not working, right? So let me see if I can do git pull here now. So git pull requires this to, let me see, this to save sometime or commit sometime. Now I'll go back, and it seems to be working now. Now I pulled the changes, recent changes. And once again, if you have it in on staged section, you can move this to stage section. It should be working now. Let's see. Once again, running this one. Where is this? Right here. So it is not working still. Still, it is having some issue. Server responded with problem. Product, it is having some issue there in product. Let me see if I can go in app as well. Okay, it cannot find this module inside products. Okay, I think this is, I think you can resolve. I'll leave this up to you. Just try to resolve. Sometimes you can try it and then we'll do it together. I'll just resolve it tomorrow, but you can simply resolve this issue. Okay, just see if you can just type slash and components and get this products and get this product from here. Okay, so maybe in products, if we are missing something, that shouldn't work, but we have product folder, but I'm not having products here, right? Am I missing something here? There is only products, but no products. And this is there, but products is not there. Okay, see if you can add and resolve it, because you already have the code, the code in the other repo. You can add this because this is not there, that's why it is not working. Okay, you can just comment it for now, comment this for now, method is workable. All right, so yeah, let's end this session here and I'll meet you tomorrow and we'll continue. Okay, so do you have some questions for me? Then I'll post this. All right, everyone. So thanks so much for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll do some progress tomorrow and try to finish this application. All right. Have a good day. Good night, everyone.
Thank you, Gaurav.
Thank you, Gaurav.